Hey guys, what is going on? My name's Tyler McNabb. This is my 400EX. This is my dad's Honda 450R. And if you guys are watching my video right now, hopefully soon there's going to be a third quad sitting right there. So I did it. I'm going to buy another quad. Well, hopefully, if you're seeing this video, I did. And so I'm really excited. We're going to be adding a third quad to the channel. I'll go ahead and give you a hint. I did buy a 450. So as I've said before, this is my 400. That's my dad's 450. And so after riding his for quite a while, I've been wanting my own so that I can build it. And so I am buying one this evening, and so I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna leave you guys in the dark as to what I am buying, because I mean, who knows? If you're watching this video within the first couple days that I published it, you won't know until that part of the video. But if it's been a couple days, you'll probably already know by the thumbnail or the title of the video. But I'm super excited. I'm really excited to go buy my first 450. I'm getting ready to head over there right now. It is currently 5:30 in the evening. I'm gonna head over there, meet the guy. It's actually a kid that I raced against, that I have raced against. We don't race in the same class, but he races in the morning race. It was just kind of a spare quad that he had, and so I'm gonna be going over there. I went over, looked at it last night. It's really clean, and yeah, I'm really excited. So I'll quit with the chit chat, and I'm gonna head over there, and then when I come back, I'm gonna show you a new quad. Okay guys, well, I am back and I have a new quad in the garage, and so it is right here in front of me. I'm super excited to show you guys. And before I say, so some of you are probably guessing what it may be. Is it still, did I get a Honda? Did I get a Yamaha? Did I get something different maybe? Get like a KFX or a DS 450 or something weird? And I really like my dad's Honda, and I've really been leaning towards the Yamaha as well, but the Yamahas are just, they're really expensive. They've got, you know, you've got to deal with the fuel injection and all that, and there's just a lot to them. And so I feel like if you get a Yamaha, you really got to be invested in one. So I was kind of leaning towards the Honda, going for it. And yeah, so I guess I'll just go ahead and show you guys. I got a Yamaha. So we have here a 2019 Yamaha YFZ450. And so some of you guys probably aren't going to like this, but don't worry. The 450, not going anywhere. The 400, definitely not going anywhere. That thing's staying in the garage forever. So we just added this toy to the garage, and so basically my decision, I'm actually, so kind of to give my backstory, like I said, I've been riding my dad's Honda for a while, the 450, love it, knew I wanted another one, and I was actually looking at a Honda 450 here close to my house, and I'd even called the guy and I wanted to go look at it, but he was out of town for like 2 more weeks, and I couldn't go look at it. And so me being me, I got to browsing, I found a couple YFZs. I was like, man, it'd be nice to have a YFZ. So I got to looking some more and realized, you know, maybe I should go ahead and spend a little bit of extra money and get me a Yamaha, because if you're familiar with the racing world, this is where everyone's going to, and I can tell you I know why, because I rode this thing for like 5 minutes out in the field beside my house. It is sweet. And so I'll kind of go around this thing real quick, show you the basics. It's relatively stock. It's got a couple upgrades, but for the most part, relatively stock. So stock A-arms and shocks and all that fun stuff. It's actually still got stock tires on it as well. A couple upgrades we do have. We got a set of flex bars up top with some Cycra hand guards, so that's cool. That's something I don't have to do. But let's see. And then up front, really, there's not much else upgraded. Come out back, we do have a sprocket guard as well as a rotor guard down here. So that's kind of nice. And then kind of the big, let's see if I can get this seat off. Kind of the big thing that is nice about this one is it does have an HMF exhaust on it. So we've got, it's actually the HMF Borch series. So I don't know if you guys remember that. That was an exhaust line. I'm not sure if it's a full exhaust or not. It's still got this guard on it, but a lot of the aftermarket exhaust, you can mount that to it. So I'm not sure if it's a full or just a slip-on, but it does have an exhaust. And then the sweet thing about it is it has a Vortex ECU. And so if you know anything about these quads, and so I should say that if you're not aware, the main difference between these and the Hondas are carbureted, and this guy is fuel injected. So a lot of you probably know that, but for those of you who don't, these things are fuel injected. And so that Vortex ECU is rumored to be one of the only ways you can really get this thing to run right. And those ECUs cost about, I want to say it's like $800 brand new. So it's a pretty big investment, and that was kind of one reason I was leaning away towards these things. Leaning away from a Yamaha originally was because of that extra cost of buying an ECU and tuning it and all that stuff. But since this one's already been tuned, I'm good to go. So other than that, this thing is stock. So stock motor, all that. It does have, I guess I forgot, it does have a couple bumpers, like an Alba rear and an Alba front bumper, but I think that's it. That's all the upgrades that's on it. So this thing is relatively stock, and I look forward to getting ready to build it as my race quad, hopefully for next year. That's the plan with this thing, is to build it up as next year's race quad. And so for now, it's going to stay like this for a while, come winter time, because if you don't know, these things are rather expensive compared to the Hondas. So had to put a decent amount of money down on it to buy it. And so it's going to be a little bit before I can get some upgrades in on this thing. And so for now, it's going to be kind of a toy around the house. Ride it, get used to it, all that fun stuff, and we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, so of course I gotta ride this thing. So it's actually it's like 7:45 in the evening right now, so I'm not gonna ride it tonight, but tomorrow, definitely after I get off work, the first thing I'm doing is I'm getting on this thing, and hopefully Dad will probably get out on the old 450 and ride as well. But I want to get this thing out there and ride it. It's gonna be a heck of a time out in my woods, because my woods is relatively tight, and if you didn't know, these things come stock. They're 50 inches wide. I'm guessing you can probably see this thing looks really wide compared to the Honda. This Honda is stock width, and then my 400 is stock width as well. So these things are really wide, but man, does just that little bit of riding I did out in the field for like 5 minutes, the throttle response on it is insane compared to a carburetor. It's amazing. So that is awesome. And then just another big thing I've noticed already is the brakes on this thing are amazing as well. So I'll quit rambling. When I come back tomorrow, we're going to jump on this thing. We're going to go out in the woods and we're going to ride it. And so hopefully I don't tear it up on the first ride. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to go out in the woods and we're going to get some good ripping in. So I will see you out there. Okay guys, well, it is officially time for the first ride of the old YFZ450. So I'm going to pan around real quick. Just get a good look at this thing. Plastics on these things are so aggressive compared to the Hondas. I love it. Looking great. And of course, these are fuel injected like I said, so we'll turn it on. Not sure if you can hear the fuel pump prime, but I'm not going to touch the throttle or anything. Oh yeah. Fires right up. 400's got pretty good brakes. My dad's 450 has pretty good brakes. This thing has really good brakes. I gotta get used to stopping a little later. Crazy thing is, this thing doesn't even have that good of tires on it. Okay guys, well, we got our first ride in, and the conclusion is this thing rips. So we got her sitting over here, got her a little muddy, so need to give her a quick wash here soon. But man, this thing, it's just, if you've never ridden one of these things, you just can't explain it. You just have to ride one, because, which this one, like I said, has the Vortex ECU and it's tuned, so the throttle response is absolutely crazy on these things with the fuel injection. I mean, there's no other way to put it other than it's just really, really responsive. And I mean, the TRX 450, it's fairly dialed in. It's got a little hiccups here and there on the old FCR carburetor. You can dial those things in pretty quick, or pretty good, but I mean, there's just no competing with fuel injection. I mean, it's just really, really good. And so, first thoughts, I love this thing. It is so fun to ride. I mean, it's just got so much good power, so responsive, and I just love it. And so it is, like I said, relatively stock, though. I can tell quite a bit of difference with the stock suspension after being used to riding even like the cheap shocks on that, or of course my long travel floats on the 400. So that's definitely something that needs to be addressed on this thing. The wideness of it actually didn't affect me too much. I definitely had to slow down in some places that I wasn't used to slowing down in, but other than that, it really wasn't that bad. So hopefully this winter, I'm going to be doing a little bit of building on this. We're definitely not going to go full-blown race quad build because, well, to be honest, can't really afford that. So yeah, because if you know anything about these things, they cost a lot up front, and then they cost a lot to build as well. So hopefully we'll be doing some stuff, getting some suspension on it, maybe some handling stuff like a stabilizer, just kind of some little odds and ends to make this quad good and rideable. One of the first things I'm definitely going to be doing is getting a seat cover, because stock seat covers are so slick. So that's something I'm going to be ordering here relatively soon. I'll probably get me some Nerf bars. I like Nerf bars. I've never really been a huge heel guard fan. Some people prefer heel guards over Nerf bars, but I've always been a Nerf bar guy, so probably get a good set of Nerf bars. Of course, need to get some good tires, maybe some bead locks, and all that stuff. Definitely not gonna touch the motor. Gonna leave it stock because, you know, stock is usually pretty reliable. It's already tuned with that Vortex. It's got that HMF pipe on it. It sounds great. And overall, yeah, the quad's pretty darn good. So I'm very happy with picking up this quad. I think it's going to be sweet. And so for those of you who may not be, I know a lot of you came to this channel because of my 400EX and being a Honda guy and stuff. So don't worry, this channel is not going to go full-blown Yamaha or anything like that. I'm still going to do stuff with the 400. We're still going to do stuff with the 450. And we're also going to do stuff with the old Yamaha. So I want this channel to be a good rounded channel. You know, I would love to grow it to where I'm, you know, riding all different types of quads. You know, I don't want to be a guy who's just settled on one type of quad and, you know, I'm never going to ride anything else again. I like the variety. I like to be able to try different stuff. So don't feel like I'm just going full-blown Yamaha where you're never going to see these quads ever again, because that is not the case. They're not going anywhere. They're still going to be here, and we're still going to do stuff to them. So, yep, so for those of you who are Honda guys or 400 guys, don't be scared off. Hopefully you like all types of quads like I do, and we'll just, yeah, we'll be doing all types of good quad stuff on this channel. So that's kind of the future of this channel, hopefully, is do a lot of that, a lot of good racing, a lot of that stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this new quad that I was able to get. Like I said, first thoughts, I love it. It's a great quad, and I understand why a lot of people are going to these in the racing community. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I've rambled long enough, so I want to thank you guys. I really do appreciate you guys coming, watching the videos, subscribing, commenting on the videos, striking up a conversation every now and then. It's fun. I really do enjoy learning from you guys, because I don't know everything. Believe it or not, I don't know everything about quads. So you guys teach me a lot when you guys comment on these videos too. So I want to thank you for coming and watching, interacting, all that stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.